we'll start pretty basic. Let's say we really enjoy soda. And every time we drink that soda, it's like we know it's not good for us. But we keep drinking it anyways. Here's the energetics of what's going on here. Is you are drinking something you believe to be bad for you, and you're doing it anyways. The energetics of that is abuse. You're abusing yourself consciously, but it actually has nothing to do with the soda. It has all to do with yourself. You're believing that something is bad, and you're feeling guilty about it. You're judging yourself for it. And those are the energetics that are taking place and that are actually extremely devastating. I like to tell people, I say, a piece of broccoli eaten in disdain is way less healthy than a donut eaten in love. Because it's all about energetics. And my energetics are actually way more powerful than any food. Way more powerful. Now, does this mean that we can just eat donuts and drink soda and smoke cigarettes all day and be healthy? Theoretically, yes. Most likely not. The other energetics that really come into this factor is that when we truly love our body, when we truly honor our body, when we really appreciate and enjoy having a body that feels real good, that looks really good, that performs really good, we just naturally, because that's our true energetics, we naturally eat differently. We naturally breathe differently. We naturally move differently. We naturally drink differently. See, for me, life is yoga. And if you guys really observe me on a daily basis, you will see that the way that I sit, the way that I stand, the way that I walk, the way that I breathe, not only is it conscious, but it's all based on having my body be relaxed, but also have it being engaged. So I'm constantly shifting my weight. I'm constantly changing my posture. I'm constantly allowing the energy to flow through my body. Because it's that energy, it's that life force that's flowing through my body that's actually sustaining me. Yesterday, I got 3 hours of sleep and I didn't eat any food. Breatharian day, right. That's something that I can do, no problem. And I do it every day, probably. Do I do it every day? Definitely not. My point is that by allowing energy to come through us, and because of this environment, there's so much energy. It's in a vortex, and I'm like, so thankful that I'm like being given opportunity to show up full on. These spaces are being held so that I can come and be full on without, any small talk, or without, nodding or saying yes or listening to anyone's opinions or thoughts or perspectives. I just get to come and be full on. And I love that. So I'm really high right now. I'm really high all day today, and I'm really high yesterday. Just feeling really good. And that's just more energy that's coming through me. So not only am I being sustained on that energy, but in the process, I'm not aging, definitely not getting sick, and I'm absolutely not developing any disease. I'm not even eating food, I'm not even sleeping, because that energy is coming through me. So, as life becomes yoga, as our bodies become important, that energy starts to just flow through us. That energy starts to flow through us, and as that energy is flowing through us on a daily basis, we're already getting healthier. We're already becoming more energized. Our skin is, becoming clearer. Our hair is becoming shinier. Our breaths become deeper. Our muscles become looser and stronger. Now, the energetic opposite of that would be we go to work and we sit at a desk and we're doing stuff like this all day. There's not much energy flowing through your body because you're like, or maybe something else, maybe something that's really active, maybe you're in construction, and you're holding this machine and it's going all day long, and your muscles are pretty big, you're pretty strong, but every day you come home from work and you're just like, oh, man, taking a toll on my body. There's a lot of real tough men out there that work real tough jobs every day, and they're strong men. And once they hit 40, once they hit 50, their bodies just crash. They burn. They need retirement because they can't even work anymore. So that's the energetics. That's the energetics of what's going on. They are putting themselves in situations that are not ideal for their bodies, that are not optimal for their body. Children are in school and they're subject to this cafeteria food all day. That's the energetics that they're putting that are coming into their reality, they're coming into their body. They're at home where their parents are saying, don't eat that, that's bad. Or you've already had 3 candy bars and you're already fat. Those energetics are happening in almost every household in the United States at some level. Even parents that are really healthy and health conscious, sometimes they're the most abusive to their children with the food. Because they're dedicated to raw foods, or they're dedicated to supplements, or they're like healthy people and that's their life. And so they're like strict with their children, like no sugars, no candies, no this, no that. And so now these kids are developing all of this stigma about it. They're developing all this most likely dysfunctional need for it at some point in their life, and they're getting in disconnect with what the truth is, because even those healthy parents actually don't know anything, because it's all energy. It has nothing to do with the food. Food is actually just a result of where we are energetically, and the more in alignment we are with health and well-being, it naturally happens that we eat less, that we eat more living raw foods, drink really good water. You put like a sip of tap water in my mouth and I'm like, because of the taste. It's like I can taste the energy of that water. I don't want that water in my body. Could I transmute that water? Yes. I can transmute that water energetically. I can sit with that water, play my didgeridoo with that water, I can put it in the sun, I can allow the elements, I can create alchemy to this water to create it higher level vibration water. I can do that. Or I can just drink spring water. You know what I mean? So it's all energy. It's all energy. And where we are in relationship with that dictates our health. So really, what does it really come down to? It really comes down to how much do we love and respect and honor our body. How often are we abusing ourselves? And how often are we compromising and sacrificing our well-being for something else? Maybe money's more important than our health. Maybe our addictions are more important than our health. Maybe, my motorcycles are more important than my health. Maybe, who knows? There's a lot of things that could be more important than our health. And if that's the case, then your health is not going to be on optimal level, and that's okay. The only question is